Solve for x in the domain of 0 to 2 pi. So as you know, in this series of solving trigonometric equations, our concentration is on understanding the domain while we solve a trigonometric equation, right? In case the domain is not given to you, you are supposed to write a general solution because these are all periodic waves, right? And they repeat. So their solutions also repeat at regular interval. Now, in case the domain is given, then you have to write answers only in the domain specified. Also note that at times, since the argument changes, domain may change. So you have to check how the domain changes, correct? Question number 4. Sin x cos pi by 6 minus cos x sin pi by 6 equals to half. To solve this question, we are going to use compound angles, right? You remember the formula? We'll use this formula here. Let me write down the formula for sin x. So let me write sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So what is this equal to? That is equals to sin a minus b, correct? So that is the formula which we are going to use here, right? In case you have something like sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, then the formula changes to sin a plus b. However, we have minus here, correct? And therefore, we can write the left side as sin a is x for me and b is pi by 6. So x minus pi by 6, correct? Minus because this is minus, right? So that is my left side, and this should be equal to half. That is what it is. Now, as we will be solving any equation, our idea is first to figure out the related acute angle, correct? So these are the very critical steps. We need to find the related acute angle, which will give us sine of theta, or we should say like this. So what we are interested in finding here now is, we are interested in finding acute angle alpha, let's say sine of alpha, which is going to give half as our answer. Or alpha equals to sine inverse of half, right? Now that is what we are interested in finding. And this you can find from your standard triangles, correct? So your standard triangle is 30, 60, 90, right? So 30, 60, 90 is a good triangle which will give us the solution. So where the sides are 1, 2 and square root 3. Sine means opposite over hypotenuse. So we are looking at this angle. And 30, 60, this is 30 degrees or pi by 6, correct? So we know that alpha is equals to pi by 6. Now, in this question, what do we have? We have sine of x minus pi by 6 equals to half. So when we say half, that means sine is positive half in 2 quadrants, correct? That is the cast rule. So let's look into the cast rule, C-A-S-T, and we know it is positive in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 2. So that is where it is positive. So we got one answer, and that is pi by 6. That is the related acute angle. So one answer is in quadrant 1, and that is, let's say, pi by 6, correct? Now the other one has to be in quadrant 2, and that too acute angle of pi by 6. So that is this angle, correct? So these are the 2 pi by 6 which are part of our solution, right? But we need to write all our answers as principal angles. So one is pi by 6, right? And the other one is this much. And how much is that? This is pi by 6, correct? And we know this pi is divided into 6 portions, so this is 6 pi by 6. This is one less, so it is 5 pi by 6. In every video, I'm trying to show you how to really count angles with pi or in radians, correct? And these are different ways, and I think if you go through these videos, you will learn and appreciate it a lot. So that means as far as our solution goes, we get 2 solutions here. One is x minus pi by 6 equals to pi by 6 when it is plus half, right? and the other is x minus pi by 6 equals to 5 pi by 6. So these are two possible solutions now we are looking at. But now coming back to the domain. Now are these angles within our domain? So we can do it in two ways. One is, let's solve this, right? So from here we get x is equals to pi by 6 plus pi by 6, right? And so we get 2 pi by 6 or pi by 3. So that is one value of x. The other value of x is equals to 5 pi by 6 plus pi by 6, correct? That is 6 pi by 6, which is pi. Now pi by 3 and pi both are in the domain of x, perfectly fine. They match and both seems to be the right answers for us, correct? So I think we got the right solution. The other way to check this is one way of checking, right? The other way to check the domain is like this. Domain given to us is that x is greater than equal to 0 but less than equal to 2 pi. But we are looking for an argument. This is the argument, that theta angle. X minus pi by 6, not x. So when you do minus pi by 6 everywhere, you get minus pi by 6 is less than equal to x minus pi by 6 is less than equal to 2 pi minus pi by 6. Do you see that? So this is what you get. So for your domain, for this argument of x minus pi by 6, we are actually looking for solutions which start from here, that is minus pi by 6. So let me use a different ink altogether, a black one this time. So this is, we are starting from here. This is your minus pi by 6. Do you see that? 2 pi minus, so one circle starting from here and ending here. Do you understand? This to this. Now both those solutions are our part of solution. But do we get any additional solutions? Since sign is negative here, we don't. Do you see that? We don't really get any additional solution. So anyway, so for this particular example, we have just two solutions. And I hope you appreciate and understand how we confirm that these two are the right solutions and these are the only solutions within the domain of 0 to 2 pi. And therefore, we can write down our answer as x is equals to pi by 3 and pi, correct? Now, if you have really understood, then I'd like you to try this question in a different way. That is, change the question to plus here. So that is your question, so problem to test, okay? So the problem which is for you to answer now is sin x cos pi by 6 plus cos x sin pi by 6 equals to half. And see if you get the same number of solutions or what kind of solution do you get, okay? Write your comments and share with me about your learnings. Thank you.